Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So I believe yesterday or the day before I showed you guys a little bit of my my theoried, I think it was a Vortex Trapper. Well, now that character is not a theory anymore, and the build has actually been, I guess you could say, put together, and I want to kind of show you guys it. So it is level 77, and remember before in the previous video I showed you guys pretty much everything that you need to get the build going. And this is what we have. So we've got the 2 Consuming Darks along with the 5-link Beast for a Shawl, and the Ascent from Flesh with our 6 Exalt Pirate Ring. It'd be about 7x if I could get 30% implicit cold res, but you know, I don't want to pay an extra X for that Kappa. So, what we're going to go ahead and do now is just show you guys a little bit, I guess I could show you in Dry Lake, or you know, I can run a map. One of my biggest issues with this character is I actually don't like the trapper part about it. I know that sounds weird, but I really dislike the traps on this specific build itself, and I'll explain that here in a second. Alright, we got Elemental Equilibrium. That's fine, no problem. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain what I mean really fast before I actually jump into some content. And I do want to say that I just upgraded from a 60Hz monitor to a 144Hz monitor. And holy fuck, can I feel the difference. I know you guys can because it's captured at 60 FPS. But it's fucking amazing. Thank you, Nerds Hunter, for the donation, man. Alright, so my biggest issue again with this character is that the only trap nodes I really get is I go out of my way to spend 1, 2, 3 for a jewel plus trap nodes. I have 2 trap nodes here and 3 trap nodes here. That's it. So literally I could pull trap nodes out of my build and I could probably make it better. The single target would lack, but well, I wouldn't say it would lack, it would just be less compared to what it is now. So that's kind of one thing to think about. If I do get bored of the trapper aspect of it, I will probably switch to self-cast and see how it goes there. And like some of the easy immediate things I would pick up is like drop this and pick up AoE from Templar right here. And then, of course, I need to get an Intuitive Leap to put in here to grab the AoE plus Skittering Runes. This is very, very big, so we got to save up an Exalt for that. And then, of course, I'd get more Energy Shield if I drop the Trap Nodes, because we are at 8.7k ES right now without Discipline or a Shield. We're working our way now to Discipline. I'm gonna respec. This part here, and I'm gonna keep Dreamer for some mana regen. And grab Sovereignty, and then we can pop on Discipline. So, like I said, let's go ahead and get this going. Mana is a pretty big issue right now. Like I said, I've been working on solving it. This next node here into Dreamer honestly should fix it. If it doesn't, then rip, but it should fix it. All right, so let's go with Temporal Chains, Enfeeble, and this is supposed to be Vault Discipline. Now, my flask setup, you can kind of do whatever you want. I ended up pulling out a Zealot's Oath and utilizing the Sorrow of the Divine Sulfur Flask, because if I'm standing still with it on, I have 750 energy shield regen per second. If I'm off of it, I have 400. And this is the consecrated ground that it leaves on the ground, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's not bad to have free regeneration, especially as a trapper. You know, it's really nice to have. And just going over my links again, if you guys haven't watched the previous video, which I'd recommend you to, we've got Vortex, Elemental Focus, Increased AoE, Trap Support, Trap and Mine. Now, it feels kind of clunky only having 1 trap, so what I may end up doing before I brick this as a trapper, if I really don't like it, is drop Increased AoE and get Cluster Trap, which should be basically, you're dropping Increased AoE, you're getting Cluster Trap, but by doing that, I'm going to lose too much AoE, so I really need to I'm going to corrupt like 4 to 6% AoE on Ascent from Flesh, and I'm going to get the additional 10% radius here, which would be 16% if I get the Jewel for Intuitive Leap, and I could squeeze out Templar Amplify as well, to kind of make up for what I'm losing by losing the Ink AoE gem. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this T9 map going. Now this guy is 77, so this is kind of around my level, I guess you could say. Like, I'm 1 level over the map. Ooh, that was a little sparky. Can we have, like, more Spark Mages? Like, holy shit, man. It's just spark mages everywhere. So this is like a perfect map to showcase why I don't really like the trapper side of this. You know, I don't have the cooldown recovery that I'd like, and I don't have the AoE to cover the fact that my cooldown sucks. Does that make sense? But it's not it's not a bad build. Like, here's a rare. It pretty much dies in one hit. If I can throw some Firestorm in as well, like, it's not bad. Got some bears going on over here. I would be casting Vol in every pack, but I don't have the mana regen to be able to do that. Mana regen has been kind of shitty in my build. I'm thinking about trying to run Clarity. It's going to be really annoying to try to factor that in, but, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, right, boys? Alright, here's the boss. If I could ever... Hey, dumbass, where are you going? Alright, here we go. Single target's fine as well. Again, if I was able to actually, like, spam my traps, which with better gear we'll be able to, the boss would die probably like 3-4 times quicker because I could get the Vortex down and then just start slamming Fireball or Firestorm traps on his head. It is pretty safe as well. You know, having Enfeeble and Tempt Chains on Blasphemy really does add a nice, you know, survivability touch to a character who's going to have probably around 12,000 ES with decent gear. You know, assuming you put like a good like 4 or 5x into your character, I could hit 12k. Azana, for me, oh, you shouldn't have Zana. Before George map, please. Crematorium, that's fucking Dan's game. So far, though, like, honestly, I think it's a really decent build. The amount of utility it brings is ridiculous. You know, if you compare it to something like Bladefall, as of right now, it doesn't do anywhere near the damage. I think it's got the potential to do it, but it's the utility that it gets as well, as by going Occultist. You know, Tempt Chains, pretty much 3 curses. You get 3 curses on, and I don't have vulnerability on Blasphemy because I'm going for Enfeeble. And I don't realistically need to curse every pack. You know, like a white mob, it doesn't need Vuln, it dies. A rare will cast Vuln, you know, something like that. A Residence, that's a perfect map to test my damage on, actually, for maybe another video or something. I was very happy to integrate another spell into here, though, like having, what is it? Firestorm? I think Firestorm is a really good skill. I'm pretty curious to know if I could actually get, what is it? Like cheap 5-link options for a helmet or something? I don't really know yet. Like, if I got Voidbringers, for example, my Firestorm would get a +1, but I don't want to use Voidbringers. There's that shitty-ass helmet. I don't know what the stats are on it, but it gives Conk Effect. I think it's really bad, though, but that would be basically a 5-link for Firestorm. And there's a couple other things you could get as well. But as of right now, again, the damage isn't really an issue. Once I grab Skittering Runes, my damage will skyrocket quite a bit with the 20% curse effect. I don't know where these other monsters are. So that's pretty much going to be the map. Is that cool, boys? That's cool, yeah. So that's the character. Again, we've got a bit of points left. We're level 77, so we've got like an energy shield here to grab. Throw on Discipline, move down, grab Faith and Steel. And then again, if we don't like Trapper, we'll just gut this. Actually, I don't need. I can keep that. Gut this. Cut off that, and into AoE. Probably even come in here, Light of Divinity. And I don't know where we'll go after that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the character. Remember, I've got a lot of builds I want to play this league. It's just trying to get all of them out at once. Because I am playing Hero Wars right now for about 2 to 3 days. And after Hero Wars is, I believe, Riders of Icarus, which is a kind of like a pet-based MMO. I don't really know much about it. I can't really answer any questions about it. But it's always fun to blindly hop into an MMO, because that's what I love doing. And I'm sure you guys like following along as well, people who join on the stream, because it's like, what does that do? Holy shit, that's so bad. PogChamp, what the fuck? You know, it kind of ends up turning out like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, if you have any questions about this character, all you got to go do is type !profile on my stream. By doing so, it brings up my characters. Basically, it brings up this. You can see all my gear, and you can see my entire skill tree. Just a quick rundown, I guess, of links again for people for the TLDR. Trap and Mind Damage, Trap Support, Increased AoE, Elemental Focused, Vortex. This is a level 18 Vortex, so it's not like a 21 either. And for Firestorm, I've got Conk Effect, Trap and Mine, Firestorm. And Bandits, I believe, were actually kill. I don't think I helped anyone at all. And I didn't go CI until I could use my Burstful Beast for a Shovel, so that was level 68. I pretty much knocked out Normal, Cruel, and then got a kill through Merciless. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And the last Ascendancy is pretty bonkers as well, actually. For Occultist, depending on what you want to get. I probably won't do it anytime soon. It's all defensive. 0.5 energy shield regen per second for each enemy you've killed recently, which is in the next 4 seconds. That's pretty obnoxious regeneration. I actually don't even care about that, because I think I'm going to die to a boss fight on this character. And the part I care about for the boss is, one, there's not really many adds in a boss room, especially on a sustained fight. But immune to stun while on full energy shield, that's pretty cool. Because that means that a big hit that hits you that would have stunned you didn't, which prevents you from getting chain stunned if you can react fast enough from the first hit. Does that make sense? Kind of, sort of, in a way? And especially that's really good as a CI character. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can catch me streaming live every day at twitch.tv/Pohx. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and enjoy yourself, everybody.